Hey guys, how you going? Found another one. Clinton Foundation bilked $130 million from Australia after the 2016 election. Directors fled the country from headquarters, housed in a shack on a dirt road outside Melbourne. Lovely. The Clinton Foundation reportedly milked over $130 million from Australians over the past couple of decades. After the 2016 election, Clinton Foundation directors in Australia bailed and left the Australian headquarters, a shack on a dirt road outside Melbourne. An internet sleuth posted an incredible story regarding the Clinton Foundation in Australia. The story is another shocking example of how the corrupt sham that the Clintons used to pillage individuals and countries around the world. The story begins with the author noting the connections between Alexander Downer and Spygate. A few weeks later, around 10th of May 2016, Papadopoulos met former Australian Foreign Minister Alexander Downer at the Kensington Wine Rooms in London, and according to Downer, told him that Russia had dirt on Clinton. Downer said he passed the information on to Australian intelligence agencies. That information eventually set the official Russiagate investigation in motion. But Papadopoulos insists he never talked about Mifsud's dirt information during this 1-hour meeting with Downer, although he does admit passing that information on to Greek Foreign Minister Nikos Kotsa. Yes, you understand. On the 26th of May 2016, Papadopoulos' book claims Downer was aggressive and recorded their conversation, which Downer denies. The phone comes out again. He must have grabbed it and held it up at least 4 times. He's so aggressive, so hostile. I believe Australian and UK intelligence were involved in an active operation to target Trump and his associates. In an oddly disengaged 30-minute July 2019 podcast, Downer said his meeting with Papadopoulos was suggested by the Israeli embassy in London. While rudely eating, grunting, snorting, and tapping what sound like glasses and spoons, Downer frequently indulges in strange hypothetical musings about whether what he just stated as fact might actually not be true. Yeah, he's a little slimy little weasel, that's what he is. I wasn't recording him. I wouldn't, as a diplomat, record meetings that I had with people. That would be very unprofessional. But I suppose logically, if I did record it, I'd have a copy of the recording. So everything he said would be on the record. But no, we didn't have a recording of it. If I was playing with my phone during the meeting, it would have been because I was checking my SMS messages and my emails, which I don't think you should do during a meeting, but occasionally I do. He claimed it was just a friendly chat with another official who worked at Australia House at the time, present, and laughed at the idea he might be involved in a grand conspiracy. This sort of idea that there's a kind of ASIS, ASIO M6, MI6, MI5, FBI, CIA, Ukrainian government, or something like that. Some conspiracy to bring down the Trump administration. That this is treason, that I should be in Guantanamo Bay. I mean, it's a little bit sad that people take that sort of thought seriously. Really? Perhaps I'm a little bit sad. In this article, I will examine what we know about Australia's involvement in the Russiagate saga. The Australian media do not seem to be very interested. Yep, tell me about it. According to the report, Alexander Downer of Spygate fame kicked off Australia's giving to the Clinton Foundation. On the 22nd of February 2006, Australia's Foreign Minister Alexander Downer and Bill Clinton signed a $25 million Memorandum of Understanding, marking the first round of Australian taxpayer donations to the Clinton Foundation. Downer now distances himself from the donation. I didn't make a donation. I was the Foreign Minister and AusAid entered into a contract with the Clinton Foundation. I didn't instruct the contract. I was just the minister who did the signing ceremony. Picture from the report. Australia donated millions to the Clintons. After losing power in 2013, Australian Prime Minister Julia Gillard became chairman of the Clinton-affiliated Global Partnership for Education in 2014. She promised she would loudly barrack from the sidelines if Hillary ever ran for president, then personally endorsed Hillary Clinton's candidacy in April 2015. Gillard even appeared in a Clinton campaign video, attended the DNC convention on 25th July 2016, and wrote a New York Times op-ed urging readers to shame sexism by voting for Clinton. So much for staying on the sidelines. Yeah, another weasel. Total donations hit $130 million. In September 2014, new Australian Foreign Minister Julie Bishop pledged 5 years of support for the Clinton Health Access Initiative, a sister organisation of the Clinton Foundation. Total donations from Australian taxpayers hit $130 million. Aussies got nothing from the Clintons in return. What did Australian taxpayers get in return for these millions of dollars? Our Australian media are not even asking the question, and they won't. No, they give him Alexander Downer softball questions. They're not going to do anything with this. Instead, it's left to bloggers like Michael Smith to point out that the Clinton Foundation headquarters in Australia is a suburban shack in outer Melbourne, and all the nominated directors have fled the country. The Clintons were happy to take any money they could find from anyone or any country. The Clinton Foundation was their vehicle to do it. What do you think, guys? I think they're all slimy little suckers. Suck the life out of everybody. Politicians. Like the blood-sucking lawyers. Okay, have a good night, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.